You know, I've been thinking a lot about what do I want, where do I want to be. In fact, I feel like I have started practicing a lot more self check in, and I think it's been quite a big learning curve, but it's also made me realize so many things that I wouldn't otherwise, you know, notice or even, realize. So, yeah, okay, firstly, hey you guys, welcome back to the Arts to Hearts podcast. This is your host Charuka, and I want to say a big welcome if you're listening to this show for the first time or if you're a regular listener. I am truly blessed to be here because I I absolutely love this place and I hope so do you. Okay, firstly, how are you doing, my love? I am so excited that I get to be with each one of you every week in some way or another. Today's episode, I'm actually recording with my little baby girl who is due for her surgery. I am recording this from um, my friend's apartment in Delhi. I have come for a surgery for my girl Kim. She is going to get her stones removed today, and just before we leave for a doctor visit that's scheduled for an hour from now, I thought I'll quickly record this episode for today and share my thoughts. But before that, if you're listening to this episode, just keep my girl in your praise, and I hope she recovers soon. Okay, so for today's mini episode, I thought I'll share something um, funny, and I know it's something that I often do to myself so many times, but I know I'm not alone. So, you know how social media and all of these things are. And I have been feeling quite overwhelmed, actually, honestly, a lot overwhelmed. I haven't posted in quite a few days. I try to send emails on my behalf to my newsletter subscribers. I haven't been able to be regular with that. I have not been able to hire a lot of things that I was like people I needed to hire for Hearts to Hearts, and I there's so many things that are pending on my list, and they definitely send me a lot of overwhelm and anxiety because I feel like, oh my god, need to do this, I need to do that, and all of those things. And in that process, I think there's this there's this thing that keeps coming in between for me that I haven't been able to, you know I haven't been able to put so much effort into my art practice, but that's the backstory. So what was actually going in my head is that I'm not moving forward, and I'm not doing enough. That I'm not I'm not able to do enough justice to arts to hearts, to my own self, to my own art practice, and like, am I even an artist enough, or am I enough of like a creative entrepreneur? I mean, all these doubts came crashing on me like for so many weeks, and I was like so disheartened, and I don't know. And in that process, I received a lot of people, like people would reach out and they would say, like, they like something that I shared, something on Arts to Hearts, on how much they admire, or like all those things. And you know at that, I sometimes just one little message makes a lot of difference, actually. So I still remember I was having like a mental breakdown because I was trying to push. I honestly, I wouldn't deny that for all these months it feels like I'm pushing a rock, but I know that someday it's going to get better, and I'm going to still pursue and push myself as much as I can. And if needed, I would definitely take a break or two in between. I did take a break for a couple of days from now. We had Diwali celebrations in India, and I really wanted to disconnect, and I did not want to feel the overwhelm because I truly could not function anymore, and I needed this for myself. So I did. I feel much better. I still have a few personal responsibilities that I need to take care of, but I know that from here I'm more self-aware, and you know just I know things can get better if I know where I have to go. So, while I was having this meltdown, I felt like I received a message from one of my friend, Emily, and shout out to Emily because she's just not an amazing artist. She does the PXV magazine, but she's also an amazing human being. So she just reminded me about what I'd been doing and how much she appreciates. And I really needed those words of encouragement at that point because someone needed to snap me out of that survival fearful spirit. And I asked myself that, why am I feeling that way? Am I jealous? Am I insecure? What is that I'm truly feeling? And when I self interrogated, investigated about what I was feeling, I realized that I had put so much pressure on myself because I felt like all those things were happening to other people that I wanted. And that art show, that exhibit, or that collaboration, or that launch, all of those things. And I still do want. And not that I'm feeling bad because someone else has it. I feel like the point is that I felt that I still don't have it when I'm putting that much effort, or maybe I thought I was putting that much effort. Um, and I realized that if I wanted, I mean, I backtracked my thoughts, and I realized that you know I have been doing the best I could in all these months. I haven't been able to make a lot of art, and that's truly justified because I can't force myself into something in a phase where I am in the darkest, like in a place where I'm in the darkest phase of my life. And the second thing, that even if I was making art enough, I truly was not in a place to even submit. I haven't submitted at all. Like I haven't taken my work out at all. And by saying practicing what I preach, I know that I can't expect for things to happen unless I even don't put myself out there. And I truly haven't put myself out there. I haven't submitted anything. And with this pressure that I've put myself on, that why are those things not happening to me, is simply irrelevant because I have also not been actively putting that sign out in the universe that I want that. I still have not put my work out there. And that does not mean I'm wrong. It also means that I'm not ready, that I'm taking my time, and that's okay. But what I'm trying to say is some of these self check-ins are so important. It made me feel so much better because now I knew that I don't have to feel sorry for myself, because if I would have put in that kind of effort, and realized that I haven't been where I want to be, maybe that was fair. But when I want those things versus I making enough effort to get those things are two different things. I still want those things, but I recognize the fact today that I haven't been putting enough effort to make those things possible. And I am self aware of that fact. And that it's okay. I can take my time, and when I'm ready, I can put that effort, and I'm sure that I can achieve those goals. So I don't have to unnecessarily put that pressure on myself of not achieving things because someone else is achieving. I'm in a pace of life where I need to figure out a lot of things for myself personally, adjust myself, and with everything that's been happening and happened. And honestly, if I truly be honest about that, I feel I'm doing it good enough. I am trying to put my best foot forward, and that's all that matters. So yeah, if you've been anywhere like this, if you see someone doing something and you feel like you also wanted the same thing, and you feel the pressure of not doing enough, of not getting those things, or you feel sorry for yourself, just ask yourself that, why are you feeling so? Sometimes we think that we are all on the same page, but we're actually not. We are all in different phases of our life, in different phases of our careers and mentally. Someone may get something because they put that effort and it's justified for them, but you don't have to put that pressure on yourself of not achieving something just because you were not ready for something at that point, or that you hadn't even taken the first step right now. So once you take those few steps, and that is when you can question yourself, you can put that pressure, and you know just being kind to ourselves. I feel like the biggest problem is that, at least for me, that's something that when I see, personally, a lot of times I know that i need to I need to take things slower, but when I see things moving faster for other people, I fall into this loop like, oh my god, am I the one who's left behind? I'm not doing enough, or all of those things. And to me, I feel like I'm not doing enough, but I know when I hear from other people, they think that I'm doing so much and all of those things. And honestly, I feel like there's never the right answer. There's never a right answer for all of this, because for someone, for what I'm doing is enough. For some, it may not be. What truly matters is that what I feel about what I am doing. And I know that I'm not putting my best foot forward right now, but I also know there's so much that's happening within my own life. There's so much that happened that with with every day I'm trying to adjust and tune myself into what my life is right now, how I'm going to go forward from here, and also taking care of my mental health, because that's not been the best right now. And knowing that I can still achieve those goals, maybe they're just not right now, and that I'm not going to lose out. You are not going to lose out. Those things will still happen to us and they will come to us. Maybe just not yet, because not because they don't want for you, just because you are not ready for it. I also question myself the same thing, that what if this happened to me right now? What if I got that solo show? What if I got that exhibit? Would have I been truly ready for it? Will I be able to give the commitment that I would otherwise give to it? No, because where I am right now, the kind of work that I want to make, I'm still, you know, getting in terms with my own self, finding a routine, finding a space, my mental space. So, you know, just don't take the pressure from someone else's life experience and achievements or failures. It's important to remember that we are all going on our own paces, and once we get overwhelmed with what's happening with others, we need to check in that how are we doing from our own perspectives, from where we stand. And that was such a calming feeling for me, and I just wanted to share this with you here, because I know that this happens to me more than I can admit. I truly can, because it also motivates me that, okay, what I have not been doing, I should put enough effort to do that. And what, or I need to fine tune my own expectations of what is needed. Okay, so that's what I have for today. I have to leave, take a quick bath, and take Kim to the vet because we're due for her surgery. I'm quite anxious about it, and this is my best self showing up. So, yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'm giving you a big hug. And take a deep breath, and I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll catch you soon. In the meanwhile, if you related to this episode, if you like this episode, do share it in your like in your stories, in on social media. What would be even better? Leave us a review. Also, you can now find the podcast exclusively on www.arts2heartspodcast.com. Yes, there will be two websites. There still are two websites. We have the main website, www.arts2heartsproject.com, and there is another website that is dedicated to the podcast, which is www.arts2heartspodcast.com. And I would love to see anywhere. You can drop us a review on iTunes, Spotify. Just let me know. I would love to hear from you. Sending you a big hug. Bye bye.